What's up, guys? T Movements here. We got the top 8 from Orlando, the Neo Nectar deck profile. Sorry for being so late.
Sorry.
So this is?
It's Xavier here from Team Craigasm. This is my Neo Nectar deck from ARG.
How long have you been playing Neo Nectar for?
Believe it or not, it's been like less than a year. When set 4 dropped, that's when I picked up Neo Nectar. I actually main deck regulars, but this is my secondary deck. I love it. So we'll just get right into it with the grade 3 lineup. Run 4 grade 3 Asha, because if you're not on Asha, it's really hard to win the game.
It's got one secret.
Yeah, one
Three
secret.
more to go.
I got another one, but I sold it because money.
I don't blame you.
And then 4 Cornflower Flower Maiden Enos. This card's amazing. Pretty much, it's the Bloom Surger, so on ride, counter blast 1, soul blast 1, search top 5 for Bloom unit, and add it to your hand. Its second skill is what makes it really good. It's a GB1 Bloom. Whenever another copy is placed on rear, they both get the effect. End of turn, they go back to the bottom of the deck. One at a time, you search top 5 cards for a Bloom unit, add 1 to hand.
It's not bad.
Yeah, so
get the same card, or just get like just other grade 2 in the perfect card.
Yeah, if you're ever going against like Link Jokers or Messiahs, just spam this, and at the end of the turn they have nothing to lock, and that's pretty much how you survive that matchup. From there we'll go to the grade 2s.
I'm surprised. I see a lot of people don't run them anymore.
Yeah, 3 Maiden of Gladiolus. It was either this or the Glimmer clone. I think I prefer this because you can kind of make more plays with this later on.
Extra attack.
Yeah, extra attacks also. And then the Glimmer clone costs a Soul Blast, and as weird as it sounds, you actually don't generate soul that much in this game, in this deck. So after that, run 4 Green Shot, because she's a backup play if you don't have the grade 1. So
She deck.
Yep, pretty much. Where she'll get big if you need her to, and she can boost if you ever just need up boosters. So that's pretty good. Last grade 2. This is pretty staple in Neo Nectar. Ideal Maiden Thuria. Pretty much on call, as it's being placed on rear guard, she copies the name of something else, so she triggers Bloom. You can't use her skill if you're not on an Asha Vanguard though, so that it really, if you're not on Asha, this card...
But you always have the Asha Stride just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe, you can always go into the Asha Stride, so that's pretty good too. And then her second skill is, at the beginning of your main phase, you can put the same name of the card back in the deck and put this card back in your hand. So you can just keep triggering Bloom with this card. From there we'll go into the grade 1s. I only run 3 Strive Fodder in this deck because I run 8 grade 3s, and if I didn't do that, I just keep drawing this card, which wouldn't be the worst deal.
Only the hollow one.
Yeah,
that's the rule.
Only one hollow. I want more, so if there's anybody out there who has them...
No, you're gonna get the SP one, sir.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, set 8 is the greatest. From there, you run 4 Bloom Perfect Guard, because any perfect guard that you can tutor, definitely run 4
And not only that, you can copy and get I'm bouncing back to your hand.
You can get it with the grade 3, or when you call a copy, her Bloom skill is counter blast 1, pop them all back to hand. So it's so good. From there, we run 2 of the promo Maiden the Sweetberry. This card's pretty good. I don't really find myself using the skill much, but you can use her skill whenever you want. You choose a unit so you can copy the Vanguard or rear guard, call it to the deck, and then you put her back in the deck afterwards. So it can trigger Bloom if you need it to, and pretty much just get free units. And then from there we run for the WinCon grade 1 Pure Maiden Katrina. This card just gets really big. Call 2 at the same time, that's 4K, 8K, 12K, call a 30 on top of that, 16K to 5. So if you want your opponent to, if your opponent doesn't have 3 perfect guards before these on the field, they lose.
Yeah? And pray you don't hit a stand.
Pray you don't hit a stand. That's the crazy part.
How big is that column? 100K something. Stand trigger, 70 something.
That was the grade. That happened so much. Alright, going into grade 0s. I run 2 of the starter, Elmi, because if you run 2, because when it's pulled out, when it stays there, when you stride onto Asha, you're able to copy it to get a second one. So that way the Heartbreak skill isn't negative. So her skill, you just pop it in soul if you're on a Asha Vanguard, and then you choose a grade 2 or higher and call it out of the deck. And at the end of the turn, you can pop it back to hand, which is really good as well. So even if you have nothing really good to copy, you can just copy the Vanguard, call it out, and then have a grade 3 in hand to stride next turn, which is sometimes what I do. From there, 4 heals, because if you don't run 4 heals, you're really aggressive. I don't want to say bad, because if you win with only 3 heals...
You don't want to be like Zavani back in the day when he ran 2 or 3 heals.
Does he still?
No.
Okay.
He changed his mind.
I was like, what is he doing? And then we run 4 Flower Garden Maiden Milas. This is the G crit for Asha, so whenever you need to, just pop it in soul, +5 and draw. So that's pretty good. From there we run 6 stands, because big numbers mean you should run stand triggers. 2 at Maiden at Daybreak, skill on placement. You can put it back in deck, and then choose 2 units with the same name, and they get plus 5,000 power. And then you run 4 the Bloom Girl. So she's really good because she gets normal units back to deck, and you get to draw off her. So I'm really glad this card didn't get hit in English like it did in Japan.
No one here plays Neo Nectar.
Yeah, because no one here plays Neo Nectar, so I like being kind of like the rogue player. And I'm sure people at ARG did not expect that. And then I run 2 draw triggers because if I hit him, I hit him. And I almost never draw a draw trigger off a draw trigger, but if I do,
Hey, that's my life.
I just question my life because why? From there, we'll go into the G zone. So we'll go 2 of the WinCon. Reckless and Glorious Boom Asha. This card just gets your column super big. So her skills just counter blast 1, soul blast 1, flip a copy of anything in the G zone, choose a unit, copy it, and then all the copies of those units that you called gain plus 5,000 power for each Dream Spinning or Reckless Asha face up. So any of these. And obviously I run these at 4.
And she gets a crit.
She does get a crit if there's another Asha on the field. So if you're in that situation, you know your opponent doesn't have a perfect card. Just them not having a perfect card in hand probably means they lose anyway, but that's just...
I don't know, man. I have a perfect card in the rear guard, and I'm blocking the Vanguard with like some 0.
Yeah, the Vanguard's actually always the weakest column in this deck. It's the greatest. After that, we run 4 Dream Spinning on Reckless Asha. It's probably your basic first turn stride. She goes +5 to the front row, and if you have another face-up card in the G zone, she can copy a unit. Just kind of need to run 4, because if you don't, you're losing at least 5,000 power. After that, run 1 Multi-Vitamin Dragon. Just as a tech, there's really nothing else ridiculously good to run. I was running Primavera before, and I actually lost a couple games because I couldn't pay the cost for her when I went on her, and I was greedy. So yeah, I just run this instead. This card actually came really clutch because I was playing against a Saint Guard girl who went into time against me, and I had more damage than her. And I was just like, well, she purposely didn't attack my Vanguard because she was just playing the guard game after that point. So I stride into this guy, have a bunch of copies on my hand, just get them super big, and attack. She couldn't guard shit. After that, we run 1 on hit because G-assist fodder.
Your keyword?
Yeah, that's my keyword. I G-assist forever. And I still win. I actually won every game I G-assisted at ARG. After that, we run 3 Grass Girl, Verano.
Big booty girl.
Big booty girl, yeah. She comes in clutch. Pretty much what I say about her is she lets you do something with nothing. So if you ever need to like get heal triggers back in the deck or whatever, you just get them in there, and then you can copy stuff. If you have 2 face-ups, she's ridiculously good. If you have 1 face-up, she's eh. But, you know, whatever. After that, 4 G-Guards. Run 3 Rain Breath. Because this card's skill is actually really good. It's one of the better G-Guards out of Fire's Collection.
Gives you resist, and now you have a unit to copy you in case you had no board before.
Yeah, it's a really good setup G-Guardian. I didn't really think there were too many. Ironically, the 2 clans I played, Dark Regulars and Neo Nectar, got the 2 best setup G-Guardians in there. there. So just copy and give resist, so it sets it for the Asha turn next turn. And then we run 1 Dismal because
Gotta save a unit.
gotta save the Katrinas. There he is. There's a rear guard heavy deck, so you need this. And then 1 Seabreeze because
Great lock.
Great Lock, that, and like
GB deck.
GB deck. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed it.
What'd you fight?
When I fight at ARG.
You don't remember?
I remember. Okay, everyone's gonna hate me for this. Okay, I played a Shadows kid.
Oh, poor little kid.
Poor, he wasn't a kid. He was my age. We were both around 20, 21. But it was just an incomplete Shadow deck. He didn't have Orgazers. Like he strode onto like that really old Fire Collection card.
Play?
Yeah, I was just like, he was a free win. So that was my only really easy matchup of the day. I played Messiah's round 2.
Oh god.
Yeah, as soon as I sat down, I was like, oh no, I lose. But actually, I didn't lose. I won game 1 because I rode onto this on purpose. And then I used the starter to get 4 every turn and just kept gaining hand power, and he couldn't do shit. And then, so I won. No, I tied him because we went into time, and then he ended up beating me game 2. But game 3, I played against I played against Gear Chronicle. It was actually the guy was really good. Game 1, I actually won. Game 2, he got me, and then game 3, I got him. Game 3 was like our best game. Like I G-assisted game 1, and I still got it. He G-assisted game 2, and he got it. So whoever G-assisted won, and then game 3, we got all of our stuff out. Game 4, I played Saint Guard. Yeah, I played against Saint Guard. And this girl honestly had the worst of luck, I'm not even gonna lie. She opens her hand, puts back, calls back. I'm like, alright, ride, swing, 12. Guards with 2 Richards. I'm like, poor girl.
Oh god, that's an awful hand.
Yeah, so I was like, so I got game 1. Game 2 was a little bit better, but that's when she tried playing the whole time deal. Whoever had less damage, and we were already in time. So I was just like, whoever has the less amount of damage wins the whole thing. So I got her out there. Round 5, I played against Spikes. It wasn't G Spikes either. It was Break Ride.
Oh god, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate both anyways.
Freaking bad end, and that was crazy. Game 1, I G-assisted, and that one I actually lost. I didn't win every game I G-assisted, but I lost. And then game 2, I got all my stuff out on him, and he wasn't hitting any triggers, so I beat him there. And then game 3, we actually went into time. There was a lot of ties or going into time there, but pretty much we went into time as we were drawing our opening hands, so we had to play it. We couldn't tie, and it pretty much went with I opened up, I had a perfect card, 3 2s, and a 1, so I didn't even need a grade 3 because it wasn't gonna get there. So I ride, he rides, attacks, I take. Then I go 2-2-2, swing, 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 and then he goes, comes up, I intercept, guard, and perfect guard, and then I won.
Oh god, that's ridiculous.
It was really dumb. And then round 5, I played another Shadows guy. This guy had a complete deck, but I actually face rolled him.
Oh.
Yeah. And then in top 8, we actually just split. So I technically got 3rd place because I technically didn't lose all day.
Yeah.
Which was really good. But there are a lot of good players there, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Half of the ARG was our local.
Yeah.
Was the top. Our local was the half of the top.
Yeah, locals at Cool Stuff Hollywood was like pretty much half the top. It was really awesome. I was lucky enough not to play anyone from our locals actually because we're all really good.
I fought only people from our locals.
Poor Brian. Brian fought only people from our locals because Brian has the worst luck.
I've accepted it. Alright guys, that's TV Rich. Thank you, Xavier.
Alright, no
Hope you guys
problem.
enjoy this deck profile. Have a nice day.